going on, guys? Bear with me. This is my first time doing this. Along this process, I've come across a lot of unanswered questions. A lot having to do with the difficulty in acquiring some of these parts and the lack of information available. It's become a little bit easier. There's a bunch of guys on YouTube. I got to give a big shout out to Duramax Matt. He's helped me out big time. I was able to get a couple of things through him. I was able to source some other parts from some other sources. I got everything coming. I got a downpipe coming. I got an EGR repair kit coming. But the biggest thing I wanted to discuss today was the option through HP Tuners to do the ECM upgrade. So I know it's not practical for most people to be able to put their truck down for a little over a week. I will say their turnaround is incredibly fast. I had my ECM and TCM sent out and received on a Friday morning, and I received it back probably by Wednesday, Thursday. I could check the tracking and stuff like that to give you an exact time, but I was out of town on a work trip and I kind of rushed. I didn't, record getting it out. That's pretty much easy to find. The actual replacement's easy to find. I'm not going to really go over that. But the biggest thing that I wanted to go over was the fact that you don't have to do, supposedly from what it says on HP Tuner's website, you don't have to do a relearn, you don't have to do a crank relearn, you don't have to do the immobilizer relearn. So theoretically, when I put this computer back in my truck, it should start right up. And then I should be able to remote start it. I have a buddy that I work with who has his truck deleted, and he's had an issue with getting that done at a dealership. They want nothing to do with it. So I'm not going to invest in buying the MVI tool or whatever through GM. Like I said, again, it's probably not the most convenient way to do it if you don't have the ability to park your truck for about a week. But I feel like it's definitely going to take some headache out of the whole process of doing this. So I'm going to, just to show that I'm not yanking anybody's chain here, we have an MPVI2 sealed. Batteries are disconnected. TCM's removed. ECM's removed. I will say that back connector, the furthest one to the rear, is kind of a pain in the ass to get to. You kind of have to remove the computer and get the connector off kind of all at the same time. And then you can also tell by the dust on my computers. I don't know if it'll show up here, but these are the ones out of my truck. This is not an exchange. This is not the outright purchase. These are the factory computers that came in my vehicle. Without further ado, I'm gonna get into this. I'll try to record some of the install. Like I said, that's kind of been put out there several times from other different channels. I'm not really concerned about the install. If you've gone this far, you probably know how to put 3 connectors on and 1 bolt. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm hoping that this thing starts up, and then the next test is I'm gonna try to remote start it. I'm gonna have a couple other videos on stuff trying to answer the unanswered questions that I've had through this process that I couldn't really find the answers to. So I hope it'll be beneficial. So make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see if I can get this kicked off. I got a bunch of stuff going on. I got this truck. I got a 95 Turbo LS Camaro that I'm building. So I should have a little bit of content, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're gonna do the TCM. You gotta remove this Knox box. Makes your life a lot easier. I was able to pry it out. Like I said, I started this process the night that I found out I was going away on this work trip, so I just kind of forced it out, but that's it. And now we got our connector. Just kind of walk it on until this lever starts to come back at you. Latch it down, click, and then we got to pull the safety clip up. Safety clip is up, and then obviously put your little Knox box back on. We'll be removing this later. later, I mean once I get the rest of the parts that I'm waiting on. I'm still waiting on my exhaust, my AGR kit. I got the downpipe, and I got the computer. Once we're done with this process, I'm gonna fire up the laptop. I have to do a read of my factory calibration, send it off so that I can get my tunes. I opted with the soft tunes, the switch on the fly through motor ops. So it'll be 6 actually total tunes. You have 5 tunes, and then tune 0 is just a modified stock tune. So I'll be going over that once that happens. So bear with me. I'm gonna get the computer in next, and we'll connect these batteries up and see what happens. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Computers are in. The fucking pterodactyl shit hood is closed. I need to go get this thing cleaned. MPVI is still sealed. Let's see what happens. Alright, you are driver 1, okay. Change engine oil, okay. Alright, no check engine lights. Just a dirty ass dashboard. That rumble is my train horn compressor. The truck's been sitting for about 3 weeks. That's how long my work trip was, so I guess I got a small leak. Next thing we're gonna do, I got a Edge CTS 3 that I want to put in just to start monitoring stuff now, so that when I do install the tunes, I can have a benchmark reference point of what the truck used to do and versus what it does after the tuning. I'm gonna get this thing opened up next, do the read so I can send those off, then send the stock calibration over to motor ops so I can get my tunes. So I'll be back with a little bit of that. All right, so we're connected, and we are in VCM editor, and we're going to read vehicle. And gather info. So our firmware update is complete on the MPVA 2. And we're going to read. Alright, so we are going to read the ECM and the TCM. Read entire, and read. And this will take a while, so I'll be back. Alright, so I skipped ahead a little bit, sorry. Once I finished doing this, the read, it asked me to save, and I saved it, and I'm going to send that off in an email to motor ops, and I'll check back in a couple of days once I get all that. Well, probably once I get the rest of my parts, because I'm not going to do it half-assed and start removing stuff or start throwing the tunes on before all my hard parts are in. So I kind of want to do this all in one weekend. So anywho, we will get back. I'll probably make a video real quick about this Edge CTS, and I got a couple of tricks that I found online of a mounting solution versus the annoying suction cup thing on the window. We're going to we got some camera mounting equipment, and we're going to attach it to this portion of the shit handle, and it should put the monitor right in this area versus up on the windshield. So we'll I need to go get some screws for that. I got all the other parts, but we'll check back in a little bit. I almost forgot the most important part. See if it remote starts. Boom. Alrighty.